My name's Ben. I am in the Built for More program. We just finished our capstone in the Bob Marshall Wilderness, and it was the most amazing experience I've ever had in my lifetime. 6, 8 months ago, we started this program in between our Zoom calls and everything. The Mountain Tough workouts, which we all know why they call them mountain climbers now, because there was some terrain that we didn't think we could walk up. But in the Bob Marshall Wilderness, it was just amazing. There was, as far as you could see, all you seen was mountains and trees. I thought at one point in time I could never be prepared enough, and even when I got out there, I feel like I wasn't fully prepared. But we stuck to it and went through it. It was the best experience I've ever done. We heard elk bugle, we seen bear, we seen rams fighting, we seen multiple different tracks. We ran up and down mountainsides, 3, 4, 5,000 foot of elevation in a day, between 10, 12 miles a day. The hike in and the hike out, and just being able to hang out with the guys there and learning so much from the guides. Got to talk to the one guide that was with me. He took me on this was at my first ever elk hunt, and my first ever elk hunt, on my first day, I got to actually see a bull come in bugling and talking back and forth. I was so excited, and it was such a surreal experience that I almost forgot to knock an arrow. I can't even really put into words how it felt being out there. It was just amazing.
The wild is just a special place. And for me, it's the way that I decompress. It's the way that I learn about myself, and it's the way that I get over the adversity that I have in my life. So I don't need an elk hunt to go adventure and go see wild places, right? And along the way, I can still look at animals and watch them in their environment interact. But I get to learn about myself. So like one of the things that we want to do, that I think we're all going to try to do together, is go walk through the Bob Marshall again and just experience that, not during elk season, but just to check out more of the wild place.
For me, it's certainly this hunt, it brought me back to finding the love of the chase. So one of the best days of hunting we had, Zach was with me. We saw a bull on a faraway mountain across the valley from us, and it started to go down the hill. And this is pretty much my last chance of ever even getting a shot off. And so we were on another mountain, probably a half mile away. And so we had to intercept it. And so we took off running down a mountain in the rain, over logs, over a couple creeks, getting smacked in the face by every branch. And we did get out in front of that bull. And Zach and my guy Josh, they were able to call it in close. And I got to see the bull. And so for me, like, I think this program in the hunt itself is to help you find your purpose, to help you remember what you love. And the thrill of the chase, the challenge of it all, that's what I'll always remember is, I guess the joke is the bull's not going to come in by itself. You know what I mean? You have to put in work, and you have to make it happen. And so, when I tell the kids, like, my favorite part is knowing that you can do it, and it's going to be hard, but it is doable, whatever challenge that is.
I think that being in an environment like that, you can look at it two ways. You can look at it as being disconnected and away from the things and the creature comforts that make you happy, or you can appreciate it for what it is and take an opportunity to involve yourself and fully immerse yourself in the nature. And I think that increases your ability to process the stuff in your life and kind of affect some of that mindfulness when you allow yourself to be present in nature. Because it's hard to to look at. I think we probably, I would say the deepest we got into the Bob Marshall Wilderness would have been like maybe 20, maybe 30 miles, right? Just on that one edge. That's a 1.5 acre wilderness area.
How calm and quiet it is, and how you feel just sitting on the mountainside, looking and not have to think or do anything.
And being mentally present in the Bob Marshall Wilderness is all stuff that we've worked towards throughout this program going forward, and trying to understand what we want out of life, where we're headed, and finding our purpose. And I think that preparation actually played a lot more into the overall success of the hunt, even though we didn't harvest any animals besides Kyle's grouse, our deadliest warrior.